reaching out to all of our brothers and sisters on down to the continent. You're tuning into Black Fire Radio, and you're listening to
1 hour of the hottest tracks and coolest mashups of the moment.
When it comes to money, I get concentrate. Because any stress, you are not my best. If you become somebody, I don't stay. But no people, they don't say, I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that. I want culture, I want job life, I want family, I want feelings. I still want another. Let's go. You are all the way.
Feel the freshness.
You're now listening to the best music. All day, every day.
Feel the freshness.
I'm reaching out to all of our brothers and sisters on down to the continent. You're tuning into
Listening to the 1 hour of the hottest best mashup.
Get ready. The hits keep coming.
You're now listening to the best music. Alex.
Happy days, family. How you doing? Welcome to Let's Talk with Ewart on this beautiful Monday. I hope you had a beautiful, restful weekend. Welcome to the best radio station, the Black Hot Fire Radio Network, meteor of the 21st century. Hope you're well rested, excited for another week to do it bigger and better here on the Black Hot Fire Radio Network. I'm sending you so much love and light this beautiful morning because you're the change you need to see in the world. As you're vibrating higher, receiving all the love, receiving money, receiving hugs, positive energy, surrounding yourself with good energy because you need that, baby.
You are now listening to the best music.
Are we excited for another week to basically redefine Africa as we redefine ourselves?
You're now listening to the best music. You're now listening to the best music.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. Here is Andrew Robinson, your Jamaican brother, all the way in Switzerland. And I'm reaching out to all of our brothers and sisters on the African continent. You're tuning into Black Hot Fire Radio.
You're now listening to the best music.
It's the sunrise and those brown eyes. You're the one that I desire. When we wake up.
Welcome everybody joining me live on YouTube, StreamYard, and BitChute. It's your girl, the lovely Irritan Longoria with Let's Pop with Irritan. Joby's not feeling a little bit too well, so I'm really starting my show a little bit earlier, but she'll feel better soon. So we're going to be talking about the Africa we want. Waiting for a guest to join me right away, but remember you can follow us on all the social media platforms. Download our app on the Google Play Store and stream on www.blackhotfirenetwork.com for amazing conversation. Always talking about redefining Africa as we redefine ourselves.
It makes me feel so nice. You're my water when I'm stuck in the desert. You're the time when I take with my dead nose. You're the sunshine in my life. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I will start. Where you go, I follow. No matter how far. If I lose a movie, then you're the best part.
Hey Williams, welcome. Byron Scott, how are you doing? You're saying peace, hello to the BHF family, and I hope Joby is okay. Yes, she's a little bit unwell, under the weather, but she's gonna be better. She's a strong girl, but that's where I'm starting at this time. Hey Irritan, what are you doing at this time? Where is Joby at work listening? The time here is 6:16 a.m. It's 1:20 p.m. here in Nairobi, Kenya. We'll be talking about the Africa we want, and I hope you guys had a beautiful weekend. I hope you're well rested. I hope you're drinking your water, eating your vegetables and fruits. Before we move forward, as we're going to be waiting for our guests, we have amazing supplements on our website to keep you rejuvenated, healthy, keep you going, because you know we got our purpose to fulfill, and literally we are the change we need to see in the world. Let's listen in to the health and benefits of ashwagandha. Remember, we also have multivitamin, beetroot, brain focus, an amazing conversation on the website. We also do have the apparel clothing with the Black Hot Fire Radio logo on it, t-shirts, the bags right now, and amazing stuff. But let's listen in to the health and benefits of ashwagandha before we move forward.
Discover the natural power of ashwagandha, an ancient herb known for its healing properties. For over 3,000 years, ashwagandha has been trusted to reduce stress, increase energy, and improve focus. Our ashwagandha is carefully grown, harvested, and processed to retain its maximum potency. Each root is hand-picked and dried, then ground into a pure organic powder, ensuring the highest quality. Simply mix 1 teaspoon into your favorite beverage or take it in capsule form as prescribed by a healthcare professional. Whether you're looking to balance your stress levels, boost your immune system, or enhance mental clarity, ashwagandha offers a natural solution. Experience the benefits of ancient wisdom backed by modern science. Trust nature. Trust ashwagandha. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
$90, super affordable. You can also get the likes of Manuka honey coffee, super affordable for $59.90. Aloe cool cucumber for the ladies, and the shea butter for the ladies also. Whatever is into your like, if you want the vitamins, the naturals, the beverages, the vitamins, anything that you want. Supplements are really important. Remember, our health is our wealth. We have to take care of ourselves. For us to keep us going, and also for us to fulfill our purposes. But I hope you're beautiful whatever you're at, and you're having a beautiful day, taking each day at a time, and remembering that you are the creator of your life. The topic of the day is the Africa we want. The Africa we want. I know you definitely want a better Africa that is super peaceful, that is doing amazing, that doesn't have corruption, doesn't have leaders who are basically in this position for their own benefit. An Africa that is economically doing well, economically thriving, politically thriving, socially thriving. A powerful Africa, welcoming as always, but still with woke people who understand their identity. They know their power. They understand how everything works. And also they've put up very strong boundaries regarding what goes in and out of their country, regarding their political strategies, regarding their economic strategies, and everything has to work on their own terms. An Africa that works for the Africans, an African continent that definitely controls their economic sector, their finances, their agricultural sector, talk about it, and anything that goes in and out. But before we move forward regarding the Africa we want, we know the Africa that we have super broken, full of corruption, leaders who were in these positions, oh my God, I'm sorry, for their own benefit, with leaders who are there who don't really care about you and me. They care what in regards to what they have to gain in those positions right now. And we have to break it down on how we're going to be able to have a better Africa that has leaders who are Pan-Africanists. Ibrahim Traoré will always be the spearheading leader that anybody can use an example with, because he's doing what most leaders have never done in Africa. In a short period of time, he's doing the most. He's going way above and beyond, trying to make it, to redefine the cause of Africa. And we see how many people, actually, the whole African community, are looking at him and they're admiring him. And he said he's ready to die for his people, because when you know you're doing the right thing, it's like a calling for you to actually stand up for your people who've been through the trenches, still are, in regards to our voices are never heard. People are being shut down when you really want to voice anything that is wrong with the government. You're being shut down. Threats are being pulled out or thrown at you each time you try and talk about something. And it's the only way, because there's freedom of speech, it's the only way people will relieve their grievances when they talk about it. The fact that maybe you cannot do anything much about it, the only thing you can do to relieve your grievances is talk about it and say no to some things which have been normalized in the government. And we see a lot of people who also used the protest that happened last year to be in positions in the government. It tells you that politics is a game. Politics is actually just a game. It's like they're being trained on what to say and how to fit in, what color of the suit to wear to fit in for people to actually love you. And it gives you this perspective of how is Ibrahim Toure doing it, because he's doing everything right. He's standing up for his people. This actually shows you this is an individual who knows who he is. He understands his African identity, his African history, and he's trying to actually bring everything back to his natural course, because everything is going back to his natural course. And most time when that time is reached and you're answering the call and you're super confident about standing up for people who maybe cannot stand up for themselves, being a voice to people who cannot be able to actually voice their grievances out, you are always protected, you are always covered. And I believe that's why Ibrahim Traore is actually super confident. He knows who he is. There's an agenda, there's a vision for how he wants Burkina Faso to be, right? The AES to be. This is a combination of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, right? And he's doing amazing in this beautiful sectors in regards to agriculture. Right now, he's actually got, or basically they've built their own company to basically manufacture cement, and he's reduced the price of cement right now, which is actually a good thing, because that means a lot of construction of amenities, hospitals, you name it. And that's why Ibrahim Traore is Ibrahim Traore. I'm going to play a short video of Senator Onyango, another politician here in the 254 Nairobi, Kenya. He's an amazing voice. And the fact that he says everything the way it's supposed to be said without any fear makes him stand out. Let's listen in to Senator Onyango as he talks about why must someone have 4 million acres of land. These are the kind of politicians we have in Africa. They are always bagging it all, because I believe most of them don't have a vision of how Africa is. Some don't even understand their African history. They're just looking at this position as their own plate to actually mash it out, if I said what I said.
Just manage it, don't steal it. A few people are stealing too much. These kids out here, they know everything. They know your houses. They know where your kids go to school. They know which properties of land you have. Why must somebody have 4 million acres of land to his name? What happened to our mentality? Then we pretend and run to churches talking about Christianity, how Jesus. Do you understand what you're dealing with? The people out here don't even believe in God anymore. The people out here are tired of the lies, the religious organizations. And I have to say this, I'm a Catholic. I was so happy I saw the Papa Nuncio talk about the issues of a country. Let us forget that we can run this country as tribes. Let us accept that there is a new sheriff in town. That sheriff is the GNC. They are partyless, they are tribeless, they don't have money, they just have bundles and a phone. And they'll stop this country to move. I would like to plead with the members of this house, when it comes to looking at what role our committees are playing. Look at what happens. I want to thank my brothers, Sifuna, my brother Chirargei. I want to thank Madam Dulo. These are, many of you may not know, we've never discussed it here. How many times we've been threatened that we are raising issues about county governments losing billions. I mean, who doesn't know how many governors own apartments and houses in Kilimani Road? Each one of them owning an apartment costing 1.5 billion shillings. Why didn't the fool just go and build a hospital where he comes from? How I wish we stole the money and put it at home.
These are the kind of leaders that we do have. And I remember this video, it was during the finance bill, and Senator Onyonke actually called everybody out. And the fact that we know the youth are the leader of now, I'm going to say tomorrow because they are literally the leaders right now. They might be a little bit quiet right now, but they are watching and they're actually investigating everything regarding what's happening, because these are people who literally know how, or they can understand how their government should look like, how things should look like. These are people who've actually been through the system, the educational system, name it, and they're figuring it out right now. It's not really working for them. Whatever they're learning in this institution is not for their own good. And the fact that we're not taught how to be our own bosses and our own leaders, that's the problem. Because we are going to school, spending so much time learning things which are not literally benefiting a lot of people. So the point is, we have youths or individuals at this time who literally understand how the government should run or how the government should look like, the kind of leaders who are supposed to be in these positions.
Some of them are going to Dubai. People are going to America. You see on social media. I just saw somebody commenting saying that the senators have nothing to do. I want him to tell me how he bought a Bentley and is an MP. Explain to me, how does somebody, the truth is, I'm born with advantage and privilege. That is the truth. I saw my father driving a big car when I was a small boy. That is not what drives me. What drives me is, how do you get a member of parliament driving a Mercedes that costs 49 million shillings? And we are watching, and that is normal, and it is okay.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Everything has been normalized in the government. The fact that everybody in the government, some people, they showcase your life. It's so heartbreaking to a lot of individuals, the civilians, because these are people who are always on the street protesting about the fact that they don't have better facilities, better hospitals. The schools looks like something else. Water, there's no water, dirty water, name it. The sewerages are not in good condition. And we have an individual who was elected, in quotes, by these people who are supposed to represent you there, fight for the people, be a voice for these people. You were working for these people and you're there showcasing your life. The money that you're being allocated to actually put it in the social infrastructure of your county is the money you're bagging it for yourself. It's the money that you're using to fly in and out of the country. And it's the audacity how we have a lot of politicians in the government. They have the audacity to showcase that to you when you know in your county you're struggling in terms of amenities. No, there are no better amenities. They all look like a sham. There's a time we reported about a hospital in some county, no beds. There are no hospital beds. When patients are taken to that hospital, they're being put on the floor. And then after a few weeks, you hear some leaders talking about whatever sum of money they're going to distribute to some religious institution, when the money is supposed to go to things that matter, people who matter. Literally, the lives of people are super, super important. And it tells you that the government has become nothing else but a place where people are just pocketing money that is supposed to be used for development purposes. It's a big question.
And it is okay. Shame on us. Then we make sure this money doesn't go to the schools. We make sure that hospitals have no money. We start building hospitals now. We want the poor people to come to those hospitals. Poor people can't come to Nairobi Hospital. They can't come to Aga Khan. They can't. Some of them can't afford Kenyatta. You saw the other day, Kenyatta has a debt of 6.6 billion. The Eldoret Hospital, Eldoret KTRH, has a debt of 3.9 billion. When you ask, they tell you we don't know where the money went. Are we fools? Do we need to buy houses which have got 15 bedrooms and drive 19 cars and put them in your parking lot, and you want 10,000 acres of land? You want a ranch? You fools, you go and buy a ranch in Australia. This is where we are. We keep blaming the police. The policeman cannot do anything. Have we ever gone as a Senate to go and see where the police lives?
That's a fact. That's a fact. It's not right. It's a fact. Like the places where the police officers reside, so sad. And that's why they're so frustrated also. They're so frustrated.
How he takes his kids to school and his salary is 19,000. And this house has to start thinking about those things. We guys must begin, and we ladies and gentlemen in this house must begin to agree that we can reduce our salaries, that we can drive smaller cars, that we can wear
And that's the thing they don't want to hear. They don't want to hear that. But number one, that's the solution, because Ibrahim Traore did the same thing. He reduced the amount of salary that his government people are actually receiving. He reduced the salary.
In fact, the only thing I'm very annoyed about the president, I'm the one who started wearing kaundas. Now he has given kaunda a bad name. I want Kenyans to love kaundas the way I love them. Let us wake up, Kenyans. We can't play football. Money comes from FIFA, it is eaten. World Rally.
Yes, as I said earlier, whatever money that is supposed to go in whatever sector, social, economic, political, not going to receive it as a cash supposed to receive. It is all pocketed. You're given like 0.0% of it. I'm telling you.
Championship, money comes from there, it's eaten. You go, you want Kenya Lawn Tennis Association, they only want 50,000 to hold an international tennis tournament. Not even a minister appears there. But when the minister is traveling out of the country, he's got how many people? Private.
How many people? They go with all their friends and family to these trips and traveling all over the world. While your people, the people who elected you in good faith, in good hopes that you're going to bring change because you sold these promises about doing the best that you can to develop their county, are watching you, but you don't care no more.
Jet goes to Dubai, books one of those hotels, luxury hotels, and he comes back to Nairobi with the same 9 people he took with a private jet. And you assume that the Gen Zs don't know. These days, they track you. They can know which private jet.
They're always watching. They're watching everything right now. Watching everything. It's called re-strategizing and reorganizing themselves. At first, yes, the finance bill was a hit, and it actually reminded the government, like, yo, you cannot take us for a fool because we are not our parents, literally. These are people who are woke. They want accountability. They want responsible leadership. So it was a wake-up call or just an alert, like, we are watching you. You cannot just come with anything. And you're supposed to think that Kenyans are just going to take it, whatever bill, whatever tax you want to increase. No. We have a voice. We have a right to actually talk about things, to actually voice things out that are not correct or are not aligning within the Constitution.
You took where it went and how it came back. Many of us are worried because either because of history or because of what has happened, we have got a lot of money now. We are owning so much land. Please allow us to have spatial planning. Your land, we can have an implemented law in this house to protect your even identity. But please don't stop stealing public land. Let us have mercy at our people.
I don't think they have that word in their vocabulary. Senator Onyonka, mercy is not a word for people in power. Literally, they lack mercy. It's not something or a character or a virtue that they actually do have.
You saw people from Eldoret and Kakamega talking about, our chambers which our grandfathers left for us. Now you guys who are MPs and senators, you come, you chase us away, and then you throw us into court. You go and bribe the courts. And I want to talk about the judiciary.
Yes, because so many cases in courts, we were talking about that recently on the morning show. There's so many cases that are supposed to be hard in the court, but it's funny how many years they have to actually always be going to this court. And there's a bill that's supposed to give, right, an amount of money. So what happens to this money that you actually give to the judicial system? and your case is going to take like 5-10 years before they decide if you're innocent or guilty. What do they do to this amount of money that they give? Because a lot of people are still waiting for their case to be amended. The word like that, yeah. But it takes lots of years. Why? Why does it take a long time for you to come up with a conclusion, or basically with a statement
standard. We must hold the judiciary at a higher standard, the legislators at the higher standard, and make sure the president is also at the higher standard. That is how we can move as a country and stop this nonsense. We're behaving like monkeys running through a forest looking for bananas without knowing whether it's the bananas they want or it's oranges. I really, really want to say this, Madam Speaker, finally. I was nearly giving up on my country. I have changed my mind because of today. The young men who are fighting for this country have done us proud. Let us treat them with dignity. Let us make sure we engage them. Let us stop doing the things which make them angry, desperate, and upset with the ruling class. The truth is, if this country breaks down, it takes all of us down.
And I believe we have a lot of people. I always say this every time. We have people in the government that needs to be scraped up. A lot of politicians who are there, not for the right reason. They need to go. They gotta go. Because if we have the same people in the same system, nothing is going to change. I know that we definitely have a voice, and I have so much faith in this generation, but also we can come together and decide. I don't need some of the member of parliament, MCAs, women representative, who are not doing anything. There's nothing to show. In the years they've been in this position, there's nothing to show at all. There's nothing to show in regards to what they've done. They're just there drinking their cocktails. It's all rainbows and pixels for them. They are not thinking about you and me. So what do we need? We need leaders like Ibrahim Traore. I know there's some. I know they're here. We are the ones, this generation, I believe so. We just need a new leadership. We need Pan-Africanists as leaders, as members of parliament, as women representative. That's what we need.
I can tell you, I was in South Sudan when we were doing the comprehensive peace agreement. I visited as a minister, as a young minister, to go and do what was called a referendum. I've been to Khartoum. I have been to Mali. I've been to a country in West Africa. I remember the name, Madam Speaker. You look at how people have been treated and how the political class has treated their people. Everybody looks destitute and everybody is desperate. Let us change our ways. We can run the country peacefully, make sure everybody is a person of dignity. Let's treat our people kindly. A country that never takes care of its most vulnerable is a country that is not worth talking about. So I want to ask the political class, I want to ask all...
Okay, William, this is Senator Onyanka. He's Kenyan. He's part of the government, part of the Senate here in Kenya. That's Kate Williams. How are you doing, General Mosquito? I hope you're doing amazing this beautiful morning on your end. Yes, I am very early today. Joby is not feeling a little bit well, but she's going to be okay. And then he's saying all of that. That's Kate Williams with a comment. All of that is saying fake religion and tribalism must go in order for Africa to advance. That's 100%. I definitely agree with you, because also tribalism has been one of the factors that Africa has always been stagnated and impoverished. Kate Williams also is saying, I wish him the best. He is the best thing to happen to Africa in a long time. That Senator Onyanka has always been loud about change. Girl Mosquito, peace to the chart. I hope y'all are doing amazing. Thanks for joining me here on the not the Vibe Show. Oh my God, let's pop with Ewerton.
Our auditors, I want to ask all members of the county assembly, please, members of the county assembly, your job is to oversight, the MP's job is to oversight, and the senator's job is to oversight. Let the governors run the place. If they bribe you, you will not get development. Let us agree that those are the rules.
That's Senator Onyanka giving us live and direct in regards to how things run, how the politicians are living, and how they should definitely stop living the way they're living. Also, we're going to be talking about Senator Onyanka again, talking about institutions are broken down deliberately. Let's listen to this.
Our guest for the hour is the Senator of Kisii County, Senator Onyanka, and he will be with us in a few minutes. You know, something about Mombasa Road makes people, take a wrong turn, go under instead of going over. But,
in fact, it is the right thing to do.
Because contraption.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. Here is Andrew
You will not
Robinson,
be
your Jamaican brother, all the way
uncomfortable
to
calling folks out
Switzerland.
for
And I'm
if you
reaching
say
out to all
9
my brothers
o'clock
and sisters on the
and come
African
back.
continent. You're tuning into Black Hot Fire Radio.
9:27. Senator, good morning.
No, thank you. Good morning. If the Standard Center was situated in the CBD, I would have been on time. I apologize for having been what you are doing. The conversation was awesome. I loved it.
Asante Sana.
Yes.
Well, we're glad that you're here.
Yes.
All things notwithstanding.
Yes.
So, we're going to go to a break, interestingly, in just a short while. But, let's just get off into this.
Yes.
There's been a lot, isn't it, Senator? And even when we start to ask the questions about where we are, where Kenya is as a country,
Yes.
and we've been having, bits and bobs of these conversations and saying, okay, Kenyan citizens, those who are not in positions of leadership, but those who have responsibility to hold leaders accountable, what's their role and how can we play, a role in this and say, come on, guys, we've got to do better. Because aside from all the academic talk,
Yes.
it's the nitty gritty. We've got to do better. How do we do that?
The beauty of all this, or rather, should I say, not even the beauty, the most amazing thing is that I suffer from being a depository of historical data and information. And the reality I see, every single thing seems to be repeating itself. And it confirms what I previously said before, that the reason why I think our country is broken down deliberately is so that it then does not move. If you see the mistakes we make, they're the same. If you look at the issues, if you look at the way we are handling our governance, if you look at the constitutional mismanagement we are having, look at IBC not being set, the language you hear politicians are throwing around, the behavior, the scandals that you see coming out on a daily basis, weekly basis, I am like stuck. I'm stuck on an old record. Yeah, it sounds the same, looks the same.
The system is broken. We're always talking about this here. The system is broken, not really broken. It has been created not to work for us. It's working for the globalists, not for us. And also for the people who are in the system or in the system, they actually conform to how it has been programmed. And that's why you can have a leader, but I believe it can be broken, or actually you can change it, or you cannot try to conform to it. Because I can say, again, Ibrahim Traore, he's actually doing it. So you have to be really super confident to actually stand against a lot of wolves, because even the system, again, it's literally not going to favor you. But it's the confidence that comes with it and understanding you have a vision for this. And actually, for you being a voice to actually say no to anything that does not align with a Pan-Africanist, anything that does not align with the vision that you have for Africa, that Africa can be better, Africa can be great, because it used to be great. It used to be full of abundance and leaders who are in governance because of Ubuntu. They understand that we are the one who control everything that comes from Africa. We are the one we definitely hold the last say regarding any collaboration that comes in and out. We cannot be in a continent that we understand that this is our land, this is our government, our agricultural resources that literally grow from our own soil. And then we have people who are not Africans control us. It doesn't sound right at all.
It's going to have the same results. That is the sad thing of it. The beauty of it is that Kenyans are, again, surprising me amazingly, because they are talking about things. They are raising issues. I think Kenyans are refusing to accept the mediocrity.
And that's the good thing about it, because we have a generation that questions things. Remember, we were taught not to question anything. Don't question anything. And you're going to become super silly if you don't question anything. When you question things, it means you are woke. It means you're wise. It means you are trying to analyze things, which is fine. But the fact that there are so many threats thrown at you when you start to question things, it means there's a problem in our government.
And the silliness of our behavior.
It actually means the ones who are in this position are super scared when people start to question, because why do they throw threats at people who are questioning things? Why do they start abducting people when they question things? It's because they know they're not doing the right thing. So the only thing they can do to shut you down or actually send a message to everybody who's trying to question things is actually instill fear.
The attitude we have where we behave incredulously like people who didn't even go to school. I mean, we all behave like fools, you know.
Did you say going to school is overrated?
Yes.
Because surely,
yeah,
this is what we get as a result.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. I mean, look. So I almost hear you saying that, you know, the Kenyans are doing the right thing. The citizenry are going in the right direction when you say call out people, say these things when we see this behavior of an incredulous nature.
Yes.
Right? Let's take a break and then we'll come back and we continue with this. The good senator is here. We'll allow you to catch a breath, you know, after running to the airport and back. And then we'll come back.
I'm going to buy a helicopter after I steal public money.
Where the money comes from.
I'll steal your money.
The good senator for Kisi County, Richard Onyanka, is here with us this morning. You know, we must say that the last couple of months, we have heard you. Sorry?
Proverb.
Oh, we didn't talk about the proverb.
No, we didn't.
It's not my fault. You see, these trips to the airport and coming back
It can be quite confusing.
Quite confusing.
Yeah, actually quite proverbial.
So how about we do that? This is the nice thing about when you speak, because you can stop speaking and then
Hero Mosquito, you have a new profile. It's very interesting.
something else, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
CT, you know where he normally goes every week. So let him share the proverb and then you can tell us what you think about that. No?
Yes,
all right.
We are in the Republic of Uganda. According to Wikipedia, it's a unitary presidential republic under a dominant party. The other thing is said, but I didn't agree with them, so I'm not mentioning those. But there's something very unique about Uganda. The unique thing is there's very many unique things.
I want to really hear about this, the unique things about Uganda.
Okay, one of them is the structure of the leadership. Okay, you have a president. They are
very dictatorial, I can say. The civilians in Uganda, I cannot imagine how it is to live there. It's just like you just mind your business, but don't talk about anything that does not concern you in the government. But literally it concerns me, but you cannot say anything, you know?
Two ladies. The VP is
like there's freedom of speech, but there's no speech after that.
Lady, the PM is a lady. Now, the PM is the first female PM in Uganda. But what I found interesting was she has been a very dominant member of NRM. NRM. She was a Minister of Education. She has a background. This is all she's done. And the VP is also the first female VP. She's the 9th VP that Uganda has had. How many countries in the world do we have where you have a structure of leadership where you have 2 women in that very prominent position? Most countries have 1 and they really shout about it. Well, we are one of those countries that shout about it. We don't.
In our country, as we sit on it today, has nothing to do with changing the status quo of our people.
And yet
it is basically what you heard Barack talk about yesterday. This is an outfit that is designed by particular individuals who have formed a cartel and
Yes, that goes to a lot of politicians in our government, and talk about the system is actually explaining everything in a very good manner for us to understand. It's a system that is working for a lot of people who are powerful in quotes, and they are controlling everything that is going on in the government.
Part of a group of individuals whose purpose and agenda is basically to manipulate, engage, and program government to become the engine of their private sector arrangements.
Yes, private sector arrangements.
These private sector arrangements being business transactions.
We have a lot of people, a lot of businessmen, a lot of people who are powerful. They're not even in the government, but they're the ones who are controlling the government.
Money.
Actually, House of Cards actually serves it all to what Senator Onyonka is talking about right now.
From government, organizing and planning on how services are not provided, but the money is always being taken out. It has been said severally by the Controller of Budget. It has been said by the Auditor General. The agenda is, you can see, we are already moving to a 4.36 trillion shilling budget. The question you ask is the 3.3 trillion that we got last year, what has it done? You see, I mean, it is a system that is so broken, and that is why I've been telling my friends, and I mentioned this to my leader here and my young brother, and you do. I feel the time has reached for Kenya to hold a Constituent Assembly discussing on the economic misgovernance and mismanagement.
I definitely agree with Senator Onyonka, and I feel like he would definitely make quite a great leader. I'm just saying, he says also, he talked about it, like he's not clean also, but at least he's speaking things that literally make sense that a lot of people don't even talk about, a lot of people in the government. But I said what I've been saying, the system is so broken. The system is being run by a lot of cartels, a lot of individuals who have private sectors, and it definitely works for their own benefit, because if they're putting money into the government, they have to control it, right? But we're going to be winding up with that regarding the Africa that we want to. And thank you so much, everybody, for joining me right away this beautiful afternoon. General Mosquito K. Williams, thank you so much. I hope you all are having a beautiful morning where you add a beautiful, beautiful, magical Monday. Remember, it's a beautiful week, and stay tuned, hydrate, drink lots of water, as I said earlier, and also eat your vegetable, and also download our app on the Google Play Store. Stream on www.blackhotfireradionetwork.com. As you download our app on the Google Play Store, it's super free for you to get your amazing healthy supplements. Before that, let's listen in to the health and benefits of Brain Focus.
Unlock your full potential with Brain and Focus, a powerful supplement designed to boost mental clarity, enhance memory, and sharpen concentration. Made from a blend of scientifically proven ingredients like ginkgo biloba, omega-3, and essential vitamins, Brain and Focus is crafted to fuel your mind. Our process ensures maximum potency and effectiveness, delivering the perfect balance of brain-boosting nutrients. Take just one capsule daily, as prescribed by your healthcare provider, and feel the difference. Whether it's powering through your workday or staying sharp in life's challenges, Brain and Focus keeps you at the top of your game. Stay sharp, stay focused, and stay ahead with Brain and Focus. Brain and Focus, fuel your mind, achieve more. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com, at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
super affordable. And also you can get the likes of Manuka Honey Coffee for $59.90. Thank you everybody for joining me this beautiful afternoon. I know it's a new face at this hour. It's your girl, the lovely Iverton Longoria. I'm sending you so much love and light. Remember, you are the change you need to see in the world. You are the most amazing, unique also individual of all time. Stay peaceful. But before I wind up, let's listen in to Frank Underwood on House of Cards and basically what he's telling us about politics.
You think you're free? You think you really have a choice? Spare me the fairy tale. Here is the secret. They don't need chains when they have screens. They don't need whips when they have fear. They let you choose what they already picked for you. Your leaders, selected. Your options, controlled. Your freedom, a well-crafted illusion. So tell me, are you really free or just comfortable? You think you're free?
That's where it's at. We're not free. Everything has been actually orchestrated for us. But I believe change is here with our generation that is super outspoken. We want accountability. I believe change is just a matter of time. But thank you, family. Have a beautiful afternoon. You're going to be back with amazing conversation on the next show. But I'm sending you so much love and light. Follow us on other social media platforms. You download our app on the Google Play Store for amazing updates here on the Black Heart Fire Radio Network. Again, it's your girl, the lovely Iverton Longoria. Much love and have a blast.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. Here is Andrew Robinson, your Jamaican brother, all the way in Switzerland. And I'm reaching out to all of our brothers and sisters on the African continent. You're tuning in to Black Heart Fire Radio.
You're now listening to the best music.
Feel the freshness.
1 hour of the hottest tracks and coolest mashups of the moment. All day, every day.
Feel the freshness.
I don't want to go. I don't really go. I don't want to be no fire. I know there is a day. All my friends will go away.
Thank you, Kay Williams. Thank you, General Mosquito, for joining me today.
I know there is a day. All my friends will go away.
Feel the freshness.
Here is Andrew Robinson, your Jamaican brother, all the way in Switzerland. And I'm reaching out to all of our brothers and sisters on the African continent. You're tuning in to Black Heart Fire
You're now
Radio.
listening to the best 1 hour of the hottest tracks and coolest mashups of the moment.
Before I wind up and see Michelle, how you doing? I'm winding up, but I'll definitely catch you on Wednesday. I hope you're doing better. Michelle, have a beautiful, productive day ahead of you.